If you could send someone a letter after you die, what would you write? And who would you send it to? Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to ForneverWorld, and today I am here to do a complete series anime review of the Anime Shigofumi, Letters from the Departed. Now, this anime is very interesting and something a bit different from the norm. It's a little bit of a darker tone, especially in the beginning, so I recommend that you automatically be at least, again, of a mature age, or, you know, that you can handle some violent stuff here or there. So the story starts off in a very interesting light. It's a lot of mystery around it. Why is this girl with a staff coming down and with letters and messages? Well, basically, Shigofumi, a Shigofumi, is a letter from the departed. Basically, you know, somebody that dies recently, they get one last wish to write a letter, and they can write whatever they want on a letter. So if they want to write, like, you know, I hate you, or, you know, whatever they want to write to one person, they get to write it, and the messenger that delivers the Shigofumi delivers it to the person that they want the message delivered to. Now, the plot in the beginning starts off, it seems as though every episode is a one-offer of just Shigofumi messages, but it quickly takes a turn in a different direction with a different approach, as the main character that is basically the messenger with the Shigofumis has her own problems. She's actually in a dual identity situation because of past problems she's had as well. As the story goes on, you start to learn a little bit more of her past. She had a traumatic experience with her father. Her father was abusive, and he was often doing many strange things that ultimately made her snap. She ends up basically in a coma where she ultimately has the separation. We learn quickly that she has two dual identities. One is Fumi and one is Mika, I believe. And basically, these two different identities take different paths. One is a messenger from another, kind of like another realm, so to speak, and the other one is basically in a coma for the moment. She soon gets out of the coma, and things take another turn. She's going through a crisis. You know, a lot of things are going on. She's going back to school, and people are looking at her strange. She presses charges against her father, and she wants to do things a bit, you know, on her own. See, the two identities of Fumika is all in her head. You know, there are two of them, but it's more of like, you know, a mental separation of something that was helping her to get through times, or someone in her head that was helping her get through times, and then herself. There are also some main surrounding characters. There is, again, the father that is a, you know, creep, obsessed nut that's a writer. There's a guy that likes her. There's a female as well that is a friend of hers that is trying to help her out with the whole situation. And the main character, Fumi, she's going through a lot of things. Like, you know, she's like being outcasted. She has nobody. We soon see her mother, and her mother plays an interesting, quick role in it, kind of like brushing her off when, you know, kind of like she needs her the most at this moment, and her mother ain't there. And it takes a lot of dark paths, and the ending is ultimately something a bit surprising and a bit surreal and very interesting. I definitely recommend Shigofumi. If you have not watched it, I definitely recommend you check it out. It's, I believe, 13 episodes. It originally was 12 episodes, and I believe the 13th is a special, which kind of adds on to the entire plot, because the 12th could have been a wrap-up, but they added a 13th episode. The animation style is really nice. It has this dark tone to it, but at the same time a lively, colorful base printed around it. It's a little hard to explain, but there's also in the anime, I don't want to forget, the staff, which actually can talk, and it's kind of like a partner to the messenger. So it kind of interacts with the messenger. It could speak, and I believe also can move. So that's another kind of key part within the series. You know, again, this is a really good anime. You want to go through a 13 episode anime really quick, complete series, little more of a mature thing, nothing sexual, no really sexual content. It's just mostly like mature actions and situations and stuff like that that you will really enjoy if you're into that kind of thing. I definitely give it a 4 out of 5 because there's some things that could have been different. I believe that this actually could have been double the size. There was a couple of things that were rushed in the series, but overall, you know, the story is solid, the plot is solid, a lot of dramatic things that I really loved throughout the series, and it was overall very enjoyable, and I definitely, again, recommend you check this one out, and if you can, pick it up. 2-disc collection. I believe it was released by Sentai Filmworks. It is subtitles only, no dub, but you know, usually sub always works if you're into that kind of stuff. You know, if you're a subtitle fan, you will definitely enjoy this one because all the actors and actresses play, you know, top-notch performances. You know, there's no like weak characters. Everything is pretty solid when you're listening to it, and you know, you just get into the moment and you feel like you're in the Shigofumi world at times. But yeah, that's my review of Shigofumi. Let me know if you'll be checking out this series, if it sounds interesting to you. I bought this based on reading the back of it, because the back of it says it all. If you could send someone a letter after you die, what would you write? And who would you send it to? I'm ForneverWorld, and have an awesome day, people.